All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Comics for All. Thank you for joining us wherever you are. Today is Monday, February 2nd, 2026. This is our weekly Ink and Insight segment here on Comics for All, where comics, creativity, and community all connect. Joining us today is Aaron, who is doing a current Kickstarter, and we're really going to delve into that, but also a comics creator himself. So, Aaron, thank you so much for taking some time to join us here on the channel. And the first question we like to ask, because we are a reader-centric channel, is what got you into comics as a reader?
Um, actually, to be fair, I didn't really start until really late because I was more of an anime cartoon,
Mm-hmm.
Saturday morning cartoons in the UK. So you had like X-Men, Mask, He-Man, Transformers, all that. And then later on, I started getting into anime, and I didn't actually touch comics until probably going on 10 years now when I wrote an Enra, which is one of my comic series, as a TV script.
Uh-huh.
I got through an agency. I got into with an agency. They didn't get much traction with the TV, but one of the agents actually said it would make a kick-ass graphic novel. And luckily, Ezekiel was on their books doing posters and stuff, and we hit it off really well. I sent him the script. Issue 1 took so long to actually create because he was drawing it off a TV script.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've revamped everything. It's now comic strips, but that's how I got into comics is through that. And then with the comic community, I all my collection is literally Kickstarters. So I think I've got two mainstream Kickstarter comics, which is Saga and The Last Ronin, which I'm part of the way through, so no spoilers.
Excellent. And you kind of delved into this question a little bit already, but when did you actually realize, either growing up or as an adult, that you actually wanted to be part of the creative comics community and actually be part of that creative sense?
Um, for me, actually writing a TV script and then writing a comic strip is very similar. Like
Mm-hmm.
the format's different, but the visualizing because you're visualizing what the camera sees and maybe what the director decides to use. But with the comics, you're taking stilled images and what the artist is going to create and what the reader sees. So for
Right.
me, it was very similar. Um, so it kind of happened really kind of almost straight away. As soon as they mentioned it'll make a kick-ass graphic novel, I'm like, okay, let's see what I can do. How do I
Yeah.
create it? As soon as I got that first book in my hand, obviously one, I'm like, I'm hooked. I want more.
Yes.
So yeah, then it's been like that ever since. My wife always says I've been creating is in my blood. I can't stop. Um, so yeah, it just kind of went from there really, and I've been creating ever since, or trying to.
Right. I love that. So another kind of reader-centric question, and it's okay if you haven't got to read very much, but what's something you've read in the last year that's really stood out to you? Can be major, can be indie, anything.
Like I said, most of my stuff is indie. So the ones that kind of stand out is Granite State Punk, which is really cool, from Travis Gibb, and Fisticuffs from Fred. Is I'm really looking forward to issue 3. I've read issue 1 and 2, so fingers crossed it's going to arrive in my inbox soon. I've got the digital. I'm just waiting for the physical because I like reading it.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, I'm really into the Last Ronin. I think it's so cool. I think I've got to chapter 3 in the book. So I think just over halfway. It's like so cool so far.
Man, it is so good. I'm really glad you're getting into it. So
Yeah.
for the viewers out there who are kind of new to your work, how do you introduce yourself as a creator? Kind of how do you describe what you do in comics?
Um, Literally just a writer creator. I write the script. Through crowdfunding, I fund the the artist and the lettering. Kind of hopefully, I've been really lucky at finding the right artist to fit the genre and also the storyline. And once they give me the pages, I kind of put it all together and I get printed and shipped out. So it's one man putting everything together.
And that's okay, and that's the reality in a lot of comics making, unfortunately. Um,
Yes. Yeah.
so the title we're going to talk a lot about today, Pillars Creation, it kind of ties into horror and sci-fi. Are there any movies or particular comics or novels that you've kind of gone back to time and time again as like either not necessarily a reference point, but that's something you personally really enjoy?
Oh yeah. Aliens. It's if it's on TV, I'll watch it. If
Right.
I've watched it a few times with my son, he really enjoys it. Um, yeah, it's probably my number one science fiction. I mean, I loved the Dune, part 1 and 2.
Hmm.
They were really good, but obviously they weren't really horror. They were just like science fiction. So for horror wise, Aliens, Event Horizon is another one. Um, Pandorum, which is kind of I'd say B movie, but
Hmm.
I still loved it. So yeah, I kind of always that's the kind of tone I wanted for the series is like Aliens, where you like with the writing in the uh what was it dialogue, where you see the screen as well. It's kind of like that, the writing going across. So
Right.
that's the kind of vibe I'm kind of going for in the series. So hopefully it comes across.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of right now, especially since you have a campaign going and multiple things, kind of projects going at the same time, can you kind of give us a sneak peek of what your creative, work week looks like, kind of the next month or two here?
Uh, the next month or two is pretty much getting this, fingers crossed, over the finishing line. Once if that happens, then the script. Well, to be honest, Caleb already has the script, so it's literally going to be as soon as the money comes through from Kickstarter, send it to him to finish the pages off, and then off to lettering. Um, then once all the pages are done, then I'll be compiling them all together to make the the files for both digital, the deluxe, which is both the actual comic itself, all the artwork behind the scenes, and the script, all into kind of one file, and then send it to printing and shipping. And then while that's happening, I'll be getting an Enra issue 8 ready
Wow.
to rock and roll. Because I'm still waiting. I've just sent the first few or first 20 odd pages of Amor Patrice, which is my supernatural horror, to get lettered. So I'm still waiting for the final 6 pages from the artist. So I'm getting them lettered while I'm waiting for the final pages. And yeah, and then at the same time waiting for Ice and Bone, my samurai series, to get pages in and then get them lettered. Same process. So hopefully the next couple of months will be busy because I'm getting things finished, ready to ramp up for the next issue.
Absolutely, and that's really good to hear that you at least have a lot of things in the works, and you have at least deadlines in your head of when you're wanting to get things done and completed by.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as soon as the pages are done and lettered and like the file's ready, I send it to print. I can't govern how quickly the artist does his the pages or how quickly the comic prints.
Absolutely.
So it's one of those. I try and give a good space between doing the campaign and fulfillment. So I usually try and give 6 months. That usually is a nice time zone.
Hmm.
The Amor Patrice issue 2 was it didn't fund the first campaign, so which kind of pushed it back. And then obviously with the artist, he's got his own schedule to keep, which
Right.
kind of postponed a lot of. That's why I'm kind of still waiting for pages because he's busy doing other things and other deadlines. So it's a tricky situation, but luckily I keep all the backers updated. It is coming. It's just trickling in slowly, especially after the holidays as well. Everyone's getting back into the work. It's like,
Oh yeah, I know. It's hard to believe we're already into February. It just doesn't feel.
I know.
It's crazy. So now the main reason of today's stream, we're actually going to delve into Pillars of Creation, the current Kickstarter that's going. It's got 4 days left. Is that correct?
4 days left. Yes. Yeah. I'm stressing.
I know, and that's why we're hopefully we can get some people to help push this across the line here. So, for those out there, can you kind of give us the elevator pitch for Pillars of Creation #1 here, and then what is the kind of the core setup or world building, and what are horror and sci-fi fans going to be pulled in by?
This is my dive into hard science fiction horror. It follows the team, the crew of the Icarus, which is a planetary survey team. They go to barren, lifeless planets and survey it for planet cracking and mining. And on their way home to the Sol system, they are woken early by the corporation because one of the other teams has gone missing. And Hannah, one of the main characters, she discovers that her partner is one of those missing. So, yeah, it's, if I don't want to spoil it too much, because obviously when they get to the planet, they find stuff, they investigate what's happening to the team, and then everything goes to shit.
that's an accurate description. I feel like a lot of the time.
Oh yes.
And for those interested, I did put the Kickstarter link as a comment for everybody to get access to. So if you want to check it out while we're talking. So kind of a follow-up for that, and you might have already touched on this, but what kinds of readers is this perfect for fans of what?
I think The Expanse, Aliens,
yes.
Alien, even kind of science fiction, like probably elements of Star Trek, Star Wars, but this is definitely more into the thriller, suspense, and horror elements. So if you're not really into horror, there's not a lot of gore really. It's just more kind of there's artistic gore, but that's way later. So it's a 12-issue storyline, and it's going to be split into like each book is going to be like 4 issues.
Okay.
So that's the plan. I've written up to the last book. The kind of the outline is done. I'm just doing individual issues now. So yeah, it's getting there. It's yeah. So if you're really liking science fiction, thrillers, and horrors, then this is definitely up your alley. From Event Horizon, The Expanse, Aliens, Night Flies. If anyone's watched that on Netflix, it's a good,
nice. I've
series.
seen
I'd
it, but I
recommend
haven't actually watched it yet.
Yeah, I recommend it. It's pretty good. It's a limited series as well, so it's only one season.
Oh, okay, that's even better. I like those kind of like single off shows. So, without spoiling too much, is there a particular scene or panel in issue 1 that you're particularly fond of, or that kind of captures the tone that you're looking for?
Actually, he actually created it already. It's actually in the campaign. It's one of the I think it's the 6th page. So yeah, it's where they're showing the cryopods, and it has the image of the screen showing all the names of the crew. I mean that's so cool. It, like, when I saw it the first time, like, blew my mind. It's like, yes, this is what I want. This is the feel of it, the tone, perfect.
Right.
So yeah, artist is amazing. Couldn't be happier, because he actually did a few variant covers for Blood and Fire, Ice and Bone, the samurai saga. And then obviously I follow his Instagram, like and share his images. And he created a xenomorph on his Instagram, and it was like amazing.
I bet.
I kind of had this going in the background. Probably I've been writing this for like a year now. And I kind of messaged him like, would you be interested in this? And I sent him the full book 1. He loved it. I sent him book 2. He still loved it. And he signed on.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah, I'm
great.
really, really, really happy.
Well, that actually goes right into my next question, kind of going into the art and design of the story. Can you delve who's actually on the creative team and how did you guys connect?
Yeah, well, Caleb Addy, he's doing internals and the retail cover. Like I said, I met him kind of. I don't know. I actually can't remember how, if I messaged him or he messaged me to do the variant covers. It's been that long ago. I can't remember, but he did a variant cover for Blood and Fire issue 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then I kind of went back to him to do one for Ice and Bone. He did a fantastic job. Um, but obviously, I do like the way I find in like artists for internals for an actual comic is to get them to do a couple variant covers, and if we gel and their style works for the comic, then I kind of approach them.
Excellent.
Same with this one, because he did a couple of the variant covers for Blood and Fire. I kind of this really that xenomorph image like sold it to me. Like, this guy was really good. Yeah, I mean, he was really good before, but he kind of like hit that tone of
Mm-hmm.
the comic. And yeah, I took a chance, asked him if he'd be interested, and he said yes. And I'm really chuffed.
Love it. And
Yeah.
it's kind of rare that you have, the same artist for, up to 12 issues potentially. And 12 issues also would look good in a hardcover, just saying, if you got
Yeah,
that potentially down
yeah.
the line.
Well, each issue is going to have a hardcover.
Oh, even better. So working with an artist, kind of what were some of the visual challenges that you gave him, either like creature design, ship interiors, planets, kind of what were some of the challenges artistically that you guys had to work together on?
Um, the main well, the I kind of give images in the script. So like there's a reference for the ship
Got it.
in the script. Same for the characters. So instead of going back and forth, oh no, he's too old, or she's too young, I want them blonde, or I kind of look at the what actors kind of have I had in mind for the characters themselves, and
Right.
it saves a lot of going back and forth, and it helps the artist out. So that kind of worked well. And to be honest, there wasn't much going back and forth with the tone, because I kind of
Nice.
mentioned that I'm wanting it to be dark, but like tonal wise, like Aliens, Event Horizon, where you have the corridors and all the piping and all that stuff that you know kind of when you see the corridors in even in Alien Romulus, it was like, oh yeah, that's set in the Alien verse. You kind of have that distinct kind of vibe, that tone, and that's what I'm going for. So I'm super chuffed with what he's done. Is amazing.
Excellent. And that kind of goes, and you might have already answered this question too. Was there a particular page, a sequence, or like a scene that really made you go, "Wow, this is what I had in my head"?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, the because it kind of shifts, because the first couple of pages are like a dream sequence, and
Oh,
then it shifts to like a reality, and like the ship and the crew, and even that is the tonal shift is great, because you see the different tones of the dream sequence, and then like the darker, grittier tones of the ship and the crew. So yeah, he's unfortunately the the pages I really want him to get into haven't been created yet.
uh-huh.
So that happens later in the book, and I'm really excited to get there.
No kidding. So
Yeah.
now we get to delve a little bit into kind of your process and scripting a bit. So, as you mentioned, you have a background in kind of long form writing and scripts. How do you feel like that has kind of shaped your as you mentioned your when you get a comic script together, how that helps kind of frame things for the artist and kind of gets things rolling?
Um, I mean, yeah, because visualizing what you're trying to get over to the artist is
Hmm.
important. So, and then, of course, they take my little paragraph and make magic happen. I
Absolutely.
cannot do, comics wouldn't exist without artists, plain and simple. Unless you want
Mhm.
little stick men,
Right.
sitting around doing nothing. I could do that, but I don't think people would buy that. um, so, I mean, like I said, my process is pretty much almost identical to writing a TV script to a comic strip. It's just the format is different. Um, so yeah, just trying to visualize and put as much detail down as possible, but also leaving a little bit for the artist to put their flair in. I think that's key. You don't want to lock them in and they can't be, an artist. I mean,
Yeah,
there's, otherwise you're just like copying, pasting some other person's, page. So I I do like because I write it, so I try and keep each, unless I really specifically need it, to kind of keep it 4 or 5 panels page, and then kind of giving them like a free reign to, like, if you want to add a panel here or there or take one away, then as long as it's like the the scene is jives and flows, then I'm open to kind of you kind of as an artist kind of putting your flair in it. So
absolutely.
it's, even though I have, like, say, 6 panels, it's it's not always like you have to follow that. I give them a bit of free freedom.
That basically answered my next question, which was like, how detailed are your scripts, and then do you actually leave room for the artist to kind of improvise and kind of have their spin or how they interpret a particular scene or something to happen?
Yeah, well, if you buy the deluxe version, you'll get the script. Da, 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 da.
Absolutely.
But yeah, like I said, I do keep as much freedom for the artist as can, because I mean, Ezekiel, who does the Blood and Fire and the Enendra series, the last 3 issues, he has sent me the whole book without any um, like sketches at all.
Wow.
And I think I changed one panel in the
Wow.
entire 28 pages. So it just goes to show how great these indie artists are. I mean, that's like 3 books in a row now. He sent me the whole, and I've not changed. Well, the last 2, I've not changed a damn thing. And
That's impressive.
yeah. I mean, he nails it. I mean, I think possibly because we've like worked together for so long. But it's, I mean, Caleb's been amazing with the pages he's done. Because he does it traditionally. He does send me sketches, because obviously with because Ezekiel does it digitally, it's pretty easier to kind of make changes.
Right.
But with doing traditional, that's why all the original pages are available on the Kickstarter. So he does actually send me sketches to say, is this correct? Do you want this? Things like that. But yeah, so far the pages have been amazing.
Love that. And you did mention that you got this at least mapped out or written, scripted out to like 12 issues. Have you thought
Yep.
about kind of like mini series or spin-off series for particular characters or having it adapted to, a television series, or kind of have you thought about those kind of ideas?
I mean, I would love it to be a TV series or a film, series of films, trilogy.
Yeah.
You never know. Um, but yeah, I think right now it's the 12 issues. It finishes. I like the finish. I like the ending, because I rewrote the ending like 6 times. I
Oh,
swear,
wow.
because I just didn't like it. It was cliched, um, and I didn't think the person who survived was like boring.
That's
So I
good.
kept So yeah, you don't know who's going to survive. Let's put it that way.
And that brings up a question that I actually didn't have on our list, but how do you kind of handle like a creative setback when you have writer's block, something falls through or something just doesn't go the right way? How do you kind of handle and process that?
Me, I kind of have that many projects. I kind of, if I get stuck on one, I'll go
Yeah.
to others and start writing them. Or editing. I've got like 5 novels I'm currently editing.
Wow.
Back and forth. I never seem to be quite happy with them. uh, so yeah, and then when I do get the idea for the ending of like Pillars, I'm like yes, and like write it down quick before I forget.
And then another kind of question on the back end is like when you get like say a finished printed copy of something, can you actually enjoy it, or do you still find yourself kind of nitpicking as you're going through it?
I enjoy it that it's finished. Um, whether I go back and like redo anything, I haven't yet, but I'm yeah, it's I think we never finish.
Yeah.
You're always editing, tweaking things, wanting extra pages because with the page limit, you have to have like groups of 4 for
Right.
printing. So sometimes it's hard to kind of get into that group of 4, and sometimes you have to leave things out, and then maybe it goes into the trade. Maybe you just leave it for just in your head. You just have to make those decisions as a creator because obviously you have to pay extra for the artist, and then you have to pay for the
Yep.
lettering. So it's not cheap to make a comic
No, it is
at
not.
all, unless you do a lot of it yourself. Like if you're an artist and writer,
Right.
great.
Exactly. Save yourself a
Unfortunately,
lot of
I
money.
am not. Yeah, I am not.
Is there any plans in terms of are you wanting to keep it kind of your own independent creator owned, or maybe partnering with a publisher at some point, or how do you approach something like that?
Yeah, I'm open to publishers. It really kind of depending on the fit. If a publisher's only doing not safe for work
Yeah.
comics, and then they approach me to do this, I'm like, yeah, no.
No, thank you.
But if they've got a good horror fan base or science fiction fan base, then yeah, I'd be open for it. Right now, I've no real plans to shop it around. I'm kind of just happy running it with myself and trying to find those science fiction fans that'll hopefully help me create it and get it out there to everybody.
That's right. And then another kind of question I just thought of is what are say it does get, funded and everything, what are plans for kind of further physical distribution? What are your ideas and kind of outlets to get the title even further out there?
Well, I've tried. Well, I will be shopping it to local comic stores in my area. I'm hoping to go to cons, but like one of the cons I went to last year has like upped the price to the point I can't afford it.
I know. I've
So
heard a
that's
lot about that. That
that's
tabling prices have gone through the roof.
yeah. It went from 150 to almost 700.
Holy crap. Jeez.
Yeah, I cannot afford that
No.
at all. So I'm gonna have to. I mean, to be honest, I've been that busy with this campaign that I've not even looked at cons, and it might even be too late now because they go really quick.
Mhm.
I mean, I did a local one last year and it went really well. So I think just when I do printing, maybe print 10, 20 extra just to shop around at cons and maybe local library just to
Yep.
hopefully get some interest going. Apart from that, just Kickstarter ready. Put it on my website. I do really need to revamp my website. I've not touched that in months. I
Right. Well, then, and
have to
kind of
put
like
that on a
another
post-it note.
question for like, say someone wants to get a digital copy after the Kickstarter, is there going to be like on your website they can still get a digital copy, or where can they get digital copies?
There'll be late pledges. So
Okay.
even though the Kickstarter finishes, if it funds, you can still get late pledges after it. Probably a while, probably at least a month because it
Okay.
takes a while for the obviously the pages to come in, get lettered. I usually stop the late pledges like maybe a week before I go to print because I need the numbers.
Right.
So I might still be able to keep the digital ones open, but any physical will be like left. And like for the hard covers, there's only going to be 25 printed, full stop. So I'm having one, so there'll be 24 left.
Right.
And I
Exactly.
think, off the top of my head, I think 11 have backed it. Not just the actual tier, but as an add-on. So they're going quick. They're surprisingly people like them.
So that's going to be a super collector's item, pretty much.
Yeah,
If you
I'm hoping to
can,
actually get them numbered as well.
oh, there you go.
Yeah,
I love when, especially when an item it's limited and it's got that genuine feel to it. So if you can you walk us through a couple of the reward tiers that people have access to and kind of what they can expect with different things they can expect to help support the campaign?
sure. The start is digital for $8. So, get the digital issue of Pillars for I think 11. You got me put me on the spot now. I have to bring up the campaign.
Yeah, there is a screen sharing feature on this, and I've used it a couple times, but it's also frozen the computer before. So,
Okay, do you want me to try it?
sure, yeah, that presenter invite, you can try the screen share and see if it works.
Dun, 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 dun. Does that work?
It's coming here. Other media streams. What does it mean? Present, remove other media streams from the stage. Oh, okay. I got to take the image off first.
Okay.
There we go.
Is that okay? We're live.
We can see it.
Okay, we can see it. So we have the tiers. So digital, $8. We have deluxe, which you get behind the scenes look and the script with all the art covers as well. So that's going to be a nice package. So 15, you get Pillars of One printed with the digital copy as well.
Nice. Okay.
So for 20, you get the Virgin. So there's no. So if I go scroll down here,
no trade press.
Yeah, so no writing on it. And then you get the variant covers. So we have the homage to Event Horizon. So nice image of the ship. And then you have the of course, each has a Virgin as well. All the wraparounds. So you'll get image on the back and front.
Nice. You don't see those as often as you would think.
Really? Surprising. I thought I kind of got the idea purely because the previous campaigns have always had like wallpaper images, and I thought I'll make a cool wraparound. So I thought for this campaign I'd do wraparounds. So then we have the black and white version, and then we have a kind of different shaded black and white.
Love that.
And then we have John's variant. So in this one, the way I've set it is that the spine is going to split the characters in half.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of representing the book that they're separated. So she'll be on the Carlo will be on the back, and then Hannah will be on the front.
Very nice.
And then if you really want to be, if you want them together, they've slightly been moved to the right, so they're both on the front. So, and then we have collector kits. So if we scroll down, so the hardcover is 35. I believe it's 8.5 by 11 size with the hardcover. Then we have metal covers again because it's a wraparounds. Both sides are metal.
Nice.
So we have those, and then emboss. That's like extra metal. So they emboss certain aspects of the metal covers. We have collector kits, which you have the choice of any four of the the covers. Plus, you get the poly bag, the holographic sticker, and the magnet. Even though they're
Nice.
opposite, they should be the wrong around. In the deluxe version, you get everything previously, but you also get a virgin metal cover as well of your choice
Nice.
of these. And then we get into the big ones. So for the original artwork, you can get an original art of the series, first come first serve for 500, plus like all the physical and digital rewards. And then with the executive producer, you get your name as a producer in the credits. You get a 60-minute chat with me.
Nice.
You get one of the original art pages as well. And you get obviously the print and digital of the book. And then for executive producer, you not only get your name as the executive producer in the credits, you get a 60-minute chat with me and Caleb, the artist.
Oh, cool.
Caleb will do a 11 by 17 original pinup art for you, whatever you want, and he'll start drawing it during the chat, and then obviously finish it later on. And also you'll get the digital, you'll get the book, the poly bag, you'll get a 3D model.
Oh, cool.
A bonus business card, which will be on your name, and you can be director of whatever you want. And you'll get the custom dog tags, holographics, magnet, and cover of your choice, a metal cover.
Dang.
So a lot, but then it's the highest tier, so you'd expect a lot.
Absolutely. But for everybody out there, there's quite a bit of choices. So it looks like there's something for everybody.
I hope so, because that's the kind of idea, because it's issue one. Issue one's always kind of hard to get off the ground. So I thought I'd go all out with all the extras and add-ons and things. And then speaking of add-ons, there's a lot. So for international and regular backers, you can delay your shipping. And you can do this across all my campaigns. So if you're in Australia and don't want to spend $20 on one issue, I'll still print everything. I'll hold it for you. And if you back, either another one of my series or like issue 2 of this, then you can say yes, ship it, and I'll ship everything. So
that's smart. I have not seen someone offering that before.
Yeah, I got the idea from another creator. So I asked, can I pitch it? And he went, yeah. So hopefully it'll be, because shipping is always notoriously difficult.
Yep.
And hopefully this helps backers, especially internationals who, not always can afford just to have single issues, just one after the other. So they can wait, have a couple of issues together, and then ship it all together.
Excellent.
I have a challenge coin, and you get the stand as well. T-shirts. Everyone loves T-shirts.
Oh yeah.
Different sizes, up from small to 5XL. Different colors. And then this is style 2, same, small to 5XL. And then these 3 are kind of standalone, which I love. I've got actually this one printed off, which I can show you in a minute. It's really cool.
Nice.
And then I got hoodies. So this one is slightly different because it's a different type. So it only goes to the Crimson only goes to 3XL, but the other ones go to 5. And the same with the planetary system. So and the hoodies, and then you can have posters, trading cards. So there's different size of posters. So I've found a printer that does like huge posters.
Nice.
So you can have all the artwork whatever you like, all added as an add-on. We got bookmarks, metal bookmarks if you want to upgrade. We got buttons. We got the custom ID tags, the stainless steel ones, or the black chrome, the black kind of metal covered. We got a 2D, 3D printed keyring. I did want these physically so I could show people, but unfortunately the printer is not playing ball. And
Oh man.
yeah, and the same for this one. Obviously, I wanted them in real life, but unfortunately, so I just had to show the actual STL file. That's all I got.
Dang 3D printers.
I know, but so what I've done with the campaign is every 10 backer, you get a PDF from another comic creator.
Oh, sweet.
So right now, I think we're like 136. So that my Inanimate one has just been unlocked. It gets crazy in the last couple of days campaigns, so I'm probably not going to update this until like the campaign's finished. But you can see what you'll get, how depending on how many backers are unlocked, and it will continue after late pledges as well. So if I get an influx after the campaign, if it's funded, and I get like I don't know 250, then everything gets unlocked, and I'll just send the rest of the files when when I finish the late pledges. I might even add more if required.
Yeah, no kidding. That'd be great.
Yeah, so that's it in a nutshell.
Awesome. So how much? There's 4 days left, and how much money are we to get the minimum goal? How much do we need?
Probably 1,100.
1,100 with
Just
4 days.
over, just under 1,100.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so close and so far.
We can make it happen, folks. Let's do it.
Well, I'll. So the t-shirts is. Yep. So this is one of the t-shirts. I love this one because it blends into the black. So there's no hard edges to it. I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, that's one of the t-shirts. And then the planetary one is there you go.
Oh yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah, that was so cool. And the really good quality, and I've done this so many times. You can put it in the wash and it doesn't affect the print. Looks good.
Love that.
Yeah.
So for someone who's ran a decent number of campaigns, is there any let's say one piece of advice that you would share for people that are looking to do some Kickstarters potentially?
The main one I would give would be don't give up. This is my 20th, I think.
Wow.
And not all have been successful. I'm open to that. I'm very honest. Not all succeeded.
Yeah.
But like Amorpatris didn't fund the first time around. Even the Blood and Fire didn't fund the first time round. And now I'm on, number 7. Or I'll be launching the final issue of Ice and Bone, its sequel series. So don't give up. Don't get me wrong, cry, bitch, scream, punch a pillow, something. Take a couple of weeks just to kind of get back into it. Look, get advice from other creators.
Yes.
There's hundreds of them out there who've done Kickstarters. The best thing I did was get into like a comic community that we feed off each other. We give each other advice. We bloody dog. So that's probably the best advice I give. Get into the community, even if you back some other Kickstarters, and really behave. And yeah, don't give up. Do not give up. Come back better, bigger, stronger, and you'll succeed.
That's right.
I'm dog. Come on.
So for the viewers out there, where can people find you online?
You can find me on Instagram, Wroblewski Aaron. Also, pretty much all my links are on my Kickstarter creator page.
Excellent.
So all my series has their own Facebook group. So Pillars of Creation, Amor Patris, and Enra, Blood and Fire, Ice and Bone all have their own like separate Facebook groups, and I kind of try to message and give updates and teasers and stuff of like what's coming up. So yeah, they're the main places to find me.
Excellent. And then my last question to close this out is kind of an oddball one, but do you happen to have a favorite snack or a meal as a go-to when you need to sit down for a couple hours and work on some projects?
Gin and tonic.
No, interesting. No one's interesting. No one's offered a drink before. Okay.
Yeah, gin and tonic, or like a cider.
Oh yeah.
Depending on how deep I'm going to get into it. Snack wise, I have like dried fruit
Ooh, there you
and
go.
like Chet mix. That's what I kind of just because it's supposed to be kind of technically good for you ish.
Right. All right, Aaron.
Yeah, I just kind of nibble on those.
Oh yeah, that's a really good
Gin and
hand food.
tonic is my go-to. Yeah,
And it doesn't leave like dust or debris on your fingers, really.
yeah, because it's really annoying that every like trail mix always has nuts in it, and I don't like nuts. So either I have to give them to my wife, or if I'm on my own, I just like pick them off and just bin them. So I've started creating my own mix.
There you go.
So I get like the was it the sweet and salty Chex mix, and then I just get the fruit packs and then just chop them up and put them in there. Seems to work.
That sounds really good. All right. Well, Aaron, thanks so much for taking some time out of your schedule to join Comics for All. It's been a great conversation. Again, the Kickstarter's got 4 days left, so please go out there and support it. And if you can't support it, at least share it. That's something else. Just kind of keep spreading the message. But is there any last things you'd like to share, Aaron, before we head out?
No, just thanks for having me on the show. It's been great.
Absolutely. Well, everybody, thank you for joining Comics for All, where comics, creativity, and community all connect. And we will see you next time. Take care.